And we welcome back Dr. Tim McKnight. Good morning.
Good morning, Brad.
How are you? All ready for the holidays, I assume?
I'm getting in the spirit, yep. Doesn't mean I'm ready.
That's
but
the first thing you have to do is get into the spirit. So we'll take that as a yes. So
that's
very
a start.
Good. Quick question, then your Fit for Life class almost finished now. But
Actually, this is our last night tonight. Yeah, we're winding up with our 12th class.
Do you find yourself relearning some things along the way? Like, oh, yeah, I kind of didn't forget.
What's really strange about it is sometimes I'm talking about something and a new insight or a new understanding comes to me. And that's kind of amazing to me as I go through this. But I do I look at every lecture and I analyze it and I tweak things and I add new information. So I'm constantly learning and trying to share that with my class.
I just kind of figured that would happen because it's not like you teach this, same lesson every 2 weeks or something.
Yeah,
so
I
space in between.
I have to add information. I owe it to the class, I think, to give them the latest information that can help them heal. So it's exciting. It's exciting to be able to learn and to share it with others.
Well, congrats to all of you who are about to graduate from this course.
We're really happy. We really look forward to this class because they give us feedback. They tell us about what their experience has been, what they've done to improve their health, and we have some pretty remarkable stories to be told tonight, so we look forward to it.
And this was your first time to go all virtual?
It's all virtual, yeah.
So planning on doing this again then?
Absolutely. We're taking registrations for the next class, which I think starts January 19th, and we'll be doing it virtually with a Facebook Live group.
Very good. So you're giving yourself time for the holidays.
Yes,
because we don't want you to stress about that.
That's true. No, I don't want to stress.
There's enough stress already.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Related to the holidays.
Stress. Exactly.
And a lot of people succumb to that. I mean, in physical ways.
I've seen some people in the office the last week that are very stressed for various reasons, and I think the holidays really can bring that on for a lot of us. And as I was thinking about, what's stress, how do we define it? To me, what I'm seeing is it's these expectations. We picture Christmas or Hanukkah as this Norman Rockwell family gathering and everybody's happy and, the whole family's there. But for most of us, that doesn't occur. And what sets us up for added stress, I think, is the expectation that it's going to be a certain way and everybody's going to get along and everybody's going to come. And then when those things don't happen, then we get all upset because we've invested an awful lot to try to make this a really smooth, happy gathering. And of course, this year, the gatherings may not happen like we're used to.
Right.
So there's a lot of people that are going to feel isolated and left out. And it is a stressful time. It's a stressful time regardless of the holidays, but now you add the holidays on top of it. People are really feeling it, I think.
I feel some stress like, oh gosh, there's only X number of days to shop. I don't even like doing that.
Yeah.
And how am I going to find that stuff?
Well, and it goes back to that expectation. I've got to get gifts.
Right.
And that's kind of the tradition. I asked my wife, what she wanted, and she said, just write me a poem or, write me a letter or something, draw me a picture, something personal. And, of course, that's a little stressful to me because that takes time. But, it's not necessarily about, we give our kids and our grandkids sometimes probably more than they need. And what they need is more quality time and attention.
Well, my limericks always turn out to be weird, so that's hard for me too.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's what you remember is, I guess, what you are trying to set up to be that great memory.
Yeah, and if you think about what we're celebrating, it's the birth of Jesus, and his whole life was all about giving. And I think sometimes if we listen to that self-talk about Christmas, this is what I want to do. I want my family to be happy, and I want to get these people these gifts, and I want to do this and this, and it's all about what I want to make this good for everybody else. And sometimes I think we get a little bit away from the purpose of it, which is just giving of ourselves and not making those expectations so high and trying to cram everything in to get it done before the 25th that we lose sight of it and we can't enjoy it.
What do you see in your office? High blood pressure, upset stomach? I mean, what is the result?
I see people with depression and anxiety and just this overwhelming sense of everything. It's just those. It's not just the expectations of the holidays, but it's it's just not being able to control what's happening right now. And what I have this conversation almost every day, and I think I've mentioned this before. When you feel fear, or you feel anxiety, or you feel anger, it's really you have to push the pause button and say, okay, what am I afraid of? And normally, I'd say 99% of the time, these emotions, these detrimental emotions, are triggered by a fear of being abandoned, being rejected by somebody, losing control of a situation, or feeling like you're going to fail. And I know for me, the two big triggers are feeling like I'm going to fail, especially as a physician, but then losing control. And that happens also as a physician because there's so many demands on me from different areas. But I think we all feel that, and especially this time of the year. We can't control the gathering, who's going to come. We can't control if somebody's going to like this gift, or if we're going to be able to find this gift. And so we have to find ways to just relax, take control of what we can, but not place those expectations so high. And these other fears of feeling abandoned or rejected or failing, that's really self-talk. We talk ourselves right into a corner with this, that I'm going to be rejected because I didn't do this. Well, probably not. You're making it much worse than it is. But the hard thing is pushing the pause button in the midst of those emotions and sitting back and saying, okay, why am I feeling this way? Okay, I'm probably not going to be rejected. I'm probably not going to fail. It's not going to meet the expectation I have, but it's not about me. One of the things that we did as a family when I was growing up is my mom would invite the neighbor across the street whose wife died. He's 80 years old, all alone. A great aunt who had no children was going to be all alone. And she would just bring people in. It wasn't what I thought was traditional, but it was a great lesson for us about really that's what Christmas is. And whether you have your family or somebody else, or it's just yourself, there's always things that you can do to make it meaningful. And it really is about getting outside of yourself and what you want and your expectations. And let me just see if I can help somebody else. And I think, a gratitude journal and just giving thanks for people. We start with Thanksgiving, but we kind of move right into, from the Thanksgiving and gratitude to, oh my gosh, I feel the stress of Christmas already. And I think if we just slow down a little bit, that can be really helpful. Can supplements help? I don't know. I mean, there are supplements that help stress, but I think if you look at the grand picture and you say, tell me what supplements to help me deal with my stress, I should take. It's kind of like rearranging the deck chairs on the Titanic. It's it's probably not going to make a big difference. The solutions within us. We just have to slow down and appreciate what we have and make it meaningful without expecting too much.
Maybe if you feel that you're going to be abandoned, you could send a card to a nursing home and kind of get that warmth of helping someone else who can't get out.
Absolutely. Yeah. One of the things that we started when our kids were little was caroling to people who were alone, to nursing homes. We would take bread to the firemen and sing a Christmas song to them on Christmas Eve. And that's been a family tradition that we've looked forward to, and it helps us. In fact, as my kids, if they were to tell you what's been the most meaningful part about Christmas, they'd probably say that New Year's Eve tradition where we stop wrapping gifts and worrying about it, and hey, let's just go deliver bread or cookies to somebody and sing them a Christmas carol. And that probably is the most meaningful, special memory that I have with my family.
Very good. So things like that, rather than supplements, could help ease your stress.
Absolutely. And there's always something you can do, even if you're in a nursing home and you're feeling abandoned and alone. There's a phone call that you can make, or there's somebody that's going to come in and give you dinner that you can make their day brighter with a compliment or something kind to say. So we're always empowered, and I think that's the message of Christmas.
Well, thank you for coming in with Christmas cheer today. See?
I'm trying to.
You never know who you're going to help.
That's true.
Dr. McKnight, thank you so much.
Thank you.
We'll talk to you next week too, right?
Okay, yeah. And I wanted to give a shout out to my friend Tyler Skipper, who he and his wife just bought a house this week. Young man who's worked very hard to get where he is, and just really proud of him, and wish him and his family a Merry Christmas, and congratulations on what all the hard work did for him.
Very good. Hey, Thanks. No stress there either.
No, it's not.
That's Dr. Tim McKnight here. And today's Talk with a Doc, our E30 High Beam segment, which has been brought to you by Mako's Pharmacy, offering their customers and community free assistance with comparing and selecting a brand based on your specific prescription needs. Call Mako's Pharmacy. They're at 740-922-5400.